hybrid athletes there, hybrid athletes here. We've all seen guys like Nick Bear, Martina Katsuris, crushing runs, lifting heavy like it's nothing. Over the last 8 months, I've been training like a hybrid athlete too, running over 700 kilometers, spent more than 50 hours in the gym, and mixing up some swimming and biking too. But here is what most people don't show you: the soreness, the fatigue. Sometimes you don't feel like it. I'm sharing my real experiences as a beginner hybrid athlete, the mistakes I've made, what I've learned, and some tips along the way that I've learned for anyone starting out. If that's you, this one is for you. And in hybrid training, there are a lot of great benefits. One of them is being overall a great athletic person, having an overall athletic body, building that overall athletic body. In fact, being a generalist, that's amazing. Okay, you're strong in different categories, different sports, and that's just true. All right, then you also get a lot of mind toughness. You get strong in your mind because you need to combine all of those things. You need to perform. I mean, don't need to, but you want to perform at your best in those different disciplines, and that gets you really strong in your head. All right, I know that just overall going and train more, going and doing some sport gets you mind toughness, but in hybrid training is different. And the third one for me is to be as excited every time I'm training as the day before, because I'm mixing up everything and I don't get bored, you know, because I'm training in different disciplines. I'm trying different things out. I'm just not always doing the same thing and I don't get bored. I'm someone who can get bored, so I like to mix up different things. And for now, I'm just focusing on running, most focusing on running, and then just behind a little on strength workouts. But if in 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 18 years, I get a little bored in running, I can just double down a little on that, focusing on my strength, for example, or focusing on my cycling, and then coming back when I want to, and don't really lose all that performance because I'm still training other things. You get me? And as a beginner, you get a lot of misconceptions. I'm a beginner too, but I have 8 months of experience, so maybe a little more than you, or maybe not, but there are some misconceptions. The first one is thinking that you need to train every single day. I think in one of the videos I was starting off, I was talking about, yes, I train every single day, and that's correct. I was training every single day, but as a hybrid athlete, that's not the way to go. You need to recover, and not only sleep, you just need to recover from those workouts because you're working hard. You need to recover, right? Another misconception, and that's more for the people who are building and combining strength with endurance, is that you cannot build and do some endurance training. That's not true. What is true is that you will not do the same workouts and not the same workout plan as a bodybuilder. The approach will be very, very different, but you can still build muscle. Look at other hybrid athletes on YouTube that are really jacked, really build up, and are strong in endurance. I know that a lot of those comes from the bodybuilding side of sports and then started running, but other way around is also possible. You just need to work on that approach. I'm going for a full body workout right now. I'm taking you with me because over there I'm telling you everything about my struggles as a hybrid beginner athlete. Let's go.
So, because I come from a good weight loss, I was a little afraid to gain my weight back, and because of that, I wasn't eating enough, and I was not eating at the right moments before my trainings. That's something I've been struggling with a little in the beginning, but now I'm accepting that I need to fuel properly. I need to eat something before my trainings because my performance at the moment, what I want to achieve, is more important than the weight I want to keep, you know? And because I'm training harder, I can also afford to eat more and eat good. So that's been a struggle for me, but I'm getting over it. I'm not eating my breakfast because I had the moments where I was just doing intermittent fasting and training at the same time, which wasn't working. And yeah, now I'm eating my breakfast, going for my workouts, and trying to perform every time better.
Oh, and by the way, I make a document with my workout plan as a hybrid beginner athlete. If you are in need of some structure, if you're just starting out, this one is for you. So definitely check it out in the description. It is free to download.
Soreness is also something I've been struggling with. I think because I'm mixing up strength workout and running, my legs can get very sore. And to be honest, I thought that before, have a good training, have a good strength workout if it was sore the day after, 2 days after. But soreness is not really a metric to know if you're progressing, if you're keeping performing. In fact, if you're sore all the time and you don't see any real progress, you don't see that you're running better, longer, maybe a little faster, if you're taking more weight or not, then you're probably just working a little too hard. Sometimes in the beginning, it was my case that I did a good leg day. The day after, I needed to go run and I felt it on my legs. And it's funny because I did my runs and it feels really fun to be sore and run at the same time. But you gotta be aware of how heavy, how sore you really are. And you just need to accept that sometimes you will be sore. Sometimes you will need to train while sore, but you don't need to be sore all the time. And your body also gets used to the mix of trainings and you get less sore overall, which is great. But soreness also brought me into stalling progression. All right, so stalling in your progression is something that happens, I think, to everyone. At some point I was thinking, why am I not running faster, more? Why am I not able to take more weight? And it's just because sometimes you need to put on that reps again, and again. And it's part of the process. It's part of you being patient to work and progress progressively. You know what I mean? It takes time. That's why I was talking about mind stuffing, because it takes time. You need to be patient. You need to put the reps on. I'm a little out of breath, but you know what I mean. So yeah, that's a mix of things, and it's a bit about accepting some things. And that is the most struggling part of hybrid training: accepting that you train differently, you need to eat differently, you need to do some things differently. Overall, that's it. Because of that, I don't want you to make the same mistakes I did as a beginner. Overtraining, not resting, not recovery, not taking your immediate recovery, and eating poorly. You know, in the beginning, you start with so much excitement. That's great. That's great. We need that excitement. But then we overtrain. We think we need 7 days a week training, 2 times per day. But at the beginning, you should just start out easily. Start with 4 or 5 trainings per week, and if possible, try to have maybe 1, maybe 2 recovery days per week. It's necessary. Sleep enough, 7, 8 hours per day. It's really, really necessary if you want to perform. If you're just doing that for fun, that's okay. Even then, you need to recover, you need sleep, and eating properly. I'm eating properly. I always did, but as I said, I was not eating enough, not at the right time. So that's also something you gotta work on. Control the excitement to take it for longer, much longer. Still enjoy all the trainings all together, even on days where you feel a little sad. But yeah, take that excitement and spread it out. Okay, I'm going to focus on my training because I'm starting to get out of breath. So see you after the shower.
Alright, so the key tips as a beginner that I'm giving you is that you should focus on your recovery, focus on your sleep, focus on your fueling. You need to fuel right. You need to recover as much as possible because hybrid training is going to be hard. Every training, every workout is going to be hard, and you need to have patience. A lot of patience is going to take a lot of time, much more time than you think, and that's not bad, but you just need to be aware of that. Hybrid training has a lot of benefits, but it has some things that we need to be aware of. And don't try to compare yourself to those elite athletes, toppers, but just focus on yourself. Focus on your body, okay? Focus on being better every single time by recovering, fueling properly, training good, but don't overtrain. Hybrid training is fun. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you got a little bit more insight about hybrid training, how I see things, my experiences, my knowledge. If you like this type of video, let me know in the comments because I like to make those type of contents. I like to help you out. I like to get feedback on that, and I'm here to grow together. All right, so if you like this video, don't forget to subscribe, leave a like, and let's get jacked together.